Hi everyone, my name is Gnanaraju. I'm a certified nutritionist, fitness consultant, wellness coach working for last 20 years. So I would like to present you a video on healthy digestion, particularly an interesting component that's called your what you absorb. It's not just what you eat, it is what you absorb. Very interesting topic, and it's a little scientific topics. It takes about 1 hour time, so please have patience and watch it carefully. And many people say it is what you eat. It's not just what you eat. You are not what you eat. You are what you absorb. Okay, let me help you to understand more in detail. So before that, let me explain about myself. Let me introduce about myself. I was a former district registrar, group one officer, worked under government of Andhra Pradesh for 10 years. Then on the whole, I worked for the government and public sector for 15 years, including 3 years of as a consultant. I worked in Center for Good Governance, CGG. I'm also a nutritionist, fitness consultant, and personal wellness coach for the last 20 years. I did my MSc, Master of Science in Zoology, Advanced Diploma in Nutrition Fitness. I also have certifications in Advanced Clinical Nutrition, Nutrition Fitness consultant, and Sports Nutrition as a consultant, and Exercise Science Specialist, and Certified Calisthenics Trainer, and duathlete and marathon runner and cyclist and CPR AD certified Zumba and Strong by Zumba instructor. So to reach out to me, these are my Instagram, Facebook, website, and YouTube, and email and phone numbers given. And but let me explain a little more about what is health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, spiritual well-being, and not merely absence of any disease or infirmity, as per WHO, World Health Organization. As per this definition, very few people are under wellness health, meaning they are not under survival health, not under sickness health. Sickness health is those people who are in hospitals and they used to, taking some kind of medicines or drugs. So those comes under sickness health, right? So whereas survival health, they don't take any medicine, but they are neither sick nor they are healthy also, not wellness healthy also. They are in between. Many people say, I am okay, but does not mean they are healthy, and very few people are fit and perfect and as per WHO, physical, mental, social, spiritual well. So I wanted to reach out to that kind of stage where you can reach out to wellness health. That's where we are wellness consultants. So as per the NSS, National Sample Survey Organization, about 47 crore people are sick. They are in the hospitals in the whole India. So that means many people are not aware of all this, and they think they are eating normal food, but they're eating normal lifestyle, but end up in somewhere sickness. Inadequate nutrition, bad lifestyle leads to sickness, and good nutrition lifestyle leads to wellness. So, but all the food will not become into nutrition. So you may eat food, but all the food is not nutrition, but all the nutrition is food. Very important to understand. And always remember, prevention is always better than cure. So your goal and our goal, my goal and everybody's goal is to have a strong immune system so that you can overcome all the diseases and you can prevent many complicated diseases. How you can overcome with the right kind of nutrition, particularly micronutrition. Vitamins and minerals, they comes in micro, very small, so much. International units are IU units are micrograms, picograms, and all that. But even if that small point is part of vitamins and minerals are absent in your diet, you end up with some kind of problem. So that's what Hippocrates, father of medicine, says: "Let food be thy medicine, not medicine thy food." Food should be like a medicine, and medicine should not be eaten like food. When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need, as per Ayurvedic proverb. So diet is very important. That's what everybody say. Dr. Linus Pauling, who received twice Nobel Prize, he says nearly all diseases can be traced to a nutritional deficiency. So much is the need of the nutritional balance. So, but many people, they don't realize what is nutrition and how much required balanced nutrition is. And even if you take balanced nutrition, also sometimes they don't get absorbed into the body. So this is the balanced nutrition. Apart from nutrition, balanced, but also required to have proper good sleep and exercise, fitness in exercise, also proper right kind of exercise, not just only walking, aerobic exercise and anaerobic exercise, also including weight exercises, strength exercises, and all that, resistance exercise, all that. So they will support your immune health. Our goal is to have a strong immune system so that you can come out, run away from the hospital, not even closer to it. Don't go closer. That's what our goal and your goal. So India is actually a double burden of malnutrition in terms of undernutrition and overnutrition also. It's not over nutrition, but sometimes over calories. Okay, sometimes we don't eat properly, sometimes we eat too much also. Both ways are not good. So why cellular nutrition? So our body is made up of, organs. Organs are made up of tissues. Tissues are made of cells. That means if healthy cells are there, then healthy organs will be, healthy tissues will be, then healthy body will be, correct? So if the cells are weak, then tissues also weak, become weak, and organs also become weak, and a healthy body also becomes weak. So therefore, the need of healthy cells, that is equivalent to healthy body. So that requires healthy nutrition, that is cellular level nutrition, cellular level. So we have to talking about cells. Now, where are the cells? So the cells are different kind, like hair cells are there, eye cells, then skin cells are there, bone cells are there, blood cells are there, different kind of cells, muscle cells are there. So every cell requires good nutrition, right? So you require to understand so much of complexity and diversity. So childhood obesity is becoming nowadays, big issue. So meaning children also they're putting on weight. Means from childhood onward they're becoming unhealthy, which is very bad in our civilization. Obesity is the mother of all diseases. Weight, once you put on weight, you are not sick as per medical terms, but is a source of many diseases. That's why as good as you are sick. Many people think they are 20, 30 kilos overweight, but they say, I'm okay. I'm okay. But actually they are living under the, volcano, something like that, right? So living over the volcano, something like that. So how this causes sugar, diabetes, BP, cholesterol, heart problem, cancers, lot of things. Even thyroid and PCOD, fatty liver, so many complicated cancers. So metabolism is something put together. It's like a total set of anabolism and catabolism, all chemical activities in the body together called metabolism, metabolic activities. And vitamins and minerals, they act as a catalyst in the these metabolic activities, meaning they try to accelerate the metabolic activities. If vitamins and minerals are absent in your food, so metabolism goes down. So that's called BMR goes down, basal metabolic rate goes down. So that's the reason why you require proper bioavailability of micronutrition, not just available, bioavailable. Means whatever you are eating, that food should be available, useful to the metabolic activities. If they're not available, ends up in immunity loss. That means you actually become more sick and nearer to the hospitals. So in this, gut actually plays a major role in absorption. Gut means all intestine, small intestine, large intestine, all put together. So because they're full of blood vessels, blood circulation will be there, full occupied in the tummy region. So that means 70% of our immune system is located in the gut. It's called second, gut is called, second brain. Why second brain? The brain, how it acts emotionally, controls all the emotions and memory and all that. So much is the effect of the gut. So if the healthy gut is not there, healthy colon is not there, it becomes unhealthy, then everything affects your memory power, digestion to immunity power, gases, bloating, and emotionally get disturbed and all that. So how long it takes digestion to happen? So water immediately gets digested, but fruits takes 30 minutes. Vegetables take about 1 hour. So starches about 1 hour. Grains 90 minutes. Seeds and nuts 2 to 3 hours. Dairy 90 minutes to 4 to 5 hours. Whole egg 45 minutes. Fish 60 minutes. Chicken up to 2 hours. Turkey 2.5 hours. Then beef, lamb 3 to 4 hours. Pork 4.5 to 5 hours. And the meantime, by the time they get digested, again you feel hungry and your time, lunch time will come, breakfast time will come, some dinner time will come, you keep a snack time will come, you keep on eating. So that food remains there in the tummy. So over a period of time, digestion system gets burdened, and that actually ends up in unhealthy digestive system. Sometimes, some chemicals will come out, and sometimes, some infection will happen around that digestive system. If a tooth is smelling, then you end up in brushing. If body is smelling, then you have bath. Then how to cleanse that internal gut? No, very difficult. So that's where this nutrition, healthy lifestyle, all that comes into picture. If you don't clean, if you don't take care of your body, so that colon and all this intestine system is wrong, going haywire, naturally you end up in gases. Tummy comes out and lot of problems will be. There's also one other part called leaky gut. Means some of the bacteria, they come out inside they come out. So a lot of infections will be, inflammation of foods will happen, nutrient deficiency will happen. Even if you food take inside food also, because of leaky gut, blood little comes out of the intestine, the gut, and infections do happen. So they are actually problem. So now there in the gut there is a bacteria. There are good bacteria, also bad bacteria. So bad bacteria dominates, they end up in infections and inflammation, all that. If good bacteria is there, then they try to avoid or suppress the activity of the bad bacteria. It's like army taking over who is control is whose. So that gut bacteria is called microbiome, is very helpful. So it's also called, as I remember, it's like a gut is called, second brain. Now, this in terms of weight, if you scrape that entire intestinal lining, it will amounts to about 1 to 2 kgs of your weight. So much is the weight, meaning about billions of bacteria are there, trillions of bacteria are there in the intestinal part. So now, if you scrape and remove, it looks like, scientists predicted that the person will die in 1 hour, within half an hour to 1 hour. So quick, meaning without this good bacteria, you cannot able to live. So that is the reason why requirement of probiotics, which I'm going to speak after some time. So now, if you can able to heal the gut, so actually the moods will be better, skin will be better, and inflammation come down, and lower risk of diseases, and improved memory power, improved immunity power. You don't get anxiety and depression, and a lot of things are there. So, but unfortunately, many people they don't realize all that. So now, where is this digestive system? Colon, good, large intestine, small intestine. If you see this chart, different micronutrients, they absorb at different levels. So there is one problem called irritable bowel syndrome. When your bowel becomes irritated, either because of stress or because of hormone, because of different various reasons, if the irritated bowel actually makes you to excrete or vomit of all the nutrition whatever you are taking. So that is the reason they actually demand more nutritional intake, more cellular level nutrition. So this you can see by this chart, you can understand where which nutrient will get absorbed, which part. At esophagus, stomach region, duodenum region, jejunum region, ileum region, large intestine, which vitamins and minerals get absorbed where. So that means if that part gets affected, that food, that nutrition will not get absorbed. So though you eat it, but will not get absorbed. Let me explain this way. One of the important component is fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, K. They call fat soluble vitamins. They're fat soluble vitamins. They get absorbed when there is a good fat in the diet and in that while you eating it, right? So if the good fat is not there, then these vitamins also not get absorbed. For example, vitamin A comes from the carrot. You are eating carrot thinking that vitamin A is there, but you are not eating any good fat along with it. So naturally, vitamin A, though you are eating carrot, but eyesight will not get affected, will not get improved. Vitamin D is good for the bones and all. Because you are not having good fat, vitamin D will not get absorbed into the body. Vitamin E called anti-sterility vitamins like impotency and fertility affecting vitamin. So when you are not eating good fat, omega-3 fats and all that, so unsaturated fat, good fat, then actually vitamin E will not get absorbed. Some people say, I don't eat any fatty food, sir. I only eat a little roti and chapati and little curry. In that, there is no bad fat, sir. Yes, there is no bad fat, but good fat also not there. Vitamin K, all those are become deficient, right? So now you are understanding how important is the absorption part. It's not just eating; it's just what you absorb, what to the body. Cooking techniques, some techniques like salting, boiling, baking, and roasting, they also influence micronutrition. Blanching is one another technique. I don't know how to pronounce it, but blanching is something like a suddenly put it in a very very hot water, boiling or at a very high temperature cooking, and immediately putting in ice cold water. So then also the nutritional loss will be. So now wrong cooking methods, if you increase the temperature beyond 47 degrees centigrade, they'll destroy plant enzymes and many vitamins in the food. So now you understand our food mostly we keep on cooking. Sometimes long cooking. If you see in outside restaurant, the tea will be keep on boiling. The milk will be keep on boiling. In the outside bandis, idli, dosa, mirchi, samosa, all that. So the oil keep on boiling. So long hours of cooking. So they actually destroy the vitamins and minerals. That's called, are you cooking away vitamins, vital amines? Vital means vitality. Amine means life. So when you lose that vital amines, so life will become weak and problem. So mechanical losses will be once you cut it, once you cut the vegetables, and you're supposed to keep in the cooking. You should not wash it. Once you cook it, once you cut the vegetables, leafy vegetables or any vegetable, if you wash it, so in the washing part, the water soluble vitamins gets drained out. So that's the reason why once you cook, once you cut any vegetable, you should not wash it. You should immediately put it in the um, cooking vessel. So that's the reason why you require to understand the long cooking, high temperature, leaching, alkaline, alkali baking soda, plant enzymes, all these are effective. Like there are also sometimes, vitamins and minerals, they work together. Example, calcium plays important role in bone, right? But calcium will not get absorbed when there is no vitamin D and magnesium. So that's the reason many people supplement, they take calcium supplement, but they don't take vitamin D and calcium. Vitamin D and magnesium, naturally the absorption part will be problem. Next up, when you eat non-veg, they give you lemon, right? When you get chicken or anything, they'll in restaurant they'll give you lemon. Why? Because vitamin C in that lemon will help you to digest that protein. So that is even not just only non-veg, but also plant protein also. Like if you eat dal and beans and sometimes rajma, chole, the proteins, then also you require vitamin C. Okay, so if you don't squeeze that orange or lemon, then this vitamin, this iron will not get absorbed into the body. So now, like sodium and potassium, they work anti. If sodium is there, potassium is like enemy. If potassium is more, iron, sodium will not get absorbed like this. So now folate and vitamin B12, both are like, they work together. Then I said about fat absorption vitamins, and B vitamins actually help absorption of magnesium. B vitamins and B vitamin magnesium, they work together. But when you are ill, when you are sick, these kind of vitamins will not get absorbed. As I said about vitamin C actually helpful for absorption of vitamin A and E and bioflavonoids. But when you smoke and birth control pills and when you use antibiotics, something like that, vitamin C and many vitamins, they don't get properly, they get denatured. So magnesium, as I remember, will helpful for absorption of the vitamin B vitamins. But with magnesium, when it is there, it will hinder absorption of sugar, alcohol, high calcium intake, processed foods, and zinc and all that. Right? See interactions, how they are working, against each other. So too much phosphorus is available in sodas and baked foods and highly processed foods. They prevent proper absorption or assimilation of calcium into bone tissue. So when they are eating a lot of phosphorus food, like taking a lot of baking food and sodas and all, this calcium will not get absorbed. So when calcium will not get absorbed, bone will become very weak and brittle. And when you take too much of insulin intake, because of high intake of sugar and carbohydrates, then calcium will not get absorbed. See, calcium and you are eating sweets and rice and all, they interfere each other. So similar with when you take a lot of fat intake, calcium also will not get absorbed. And sometimes chlorinated water in our municipalities, they improve, they keep on adding chlorine in the water to remove infection and to remove bad bacteria in the water. So to like something like steroids, sterilizing the water. So when the chlorinated water is drunk, by you, then calcium will not get absorbed. Okay, so both are working against to each other. Similarly, for women, progesterone levels are increasing, then zinc and copper will not get absorbed. Right. So then boron and phosphorus and magnesium, vitamin C help the body properly absorb calcium. So I said all this, remember. And there are another thing like phytates and tannins. They are found in bran, wheat bran and rice bran and all that, whole grain items. But sometimes they found in legumes also. These phytates are known to impact the absorption of minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. If phytates are not there, this absorption of iron and zinc and calcium will not be. Okay, same way with the tea. In tea, in some of the teas have the tannins. Tannins, they're like a um, phytonutrients. they influence absorption of some other nutrients. So that's the reason why sometimes people drink green tea in between the meals to absorb the iron content. I'm not telling you to drink all the time, but I'm telling you some people drink. So if you want, iron is a problem to get absorbed, so you can drink tea, green tea, while eating meals or after the meals. So that will also help you to some extent. So because they, interfere, they influence each other, right? Health conditions, lifestyle factors like smoking affect some mineral absorption. Alcohol affects some mineral absorption. When you are sick, illness, that also impact your absorption, right? So stress also will not, help you to absorb some other nutrition, right? So that's how it works out. Then diet related factors I was telling you, and there is one more factor called structure of the food nutrition. Structure meaning what kind of component. Sometimes in calcium, which kind of form? Calcium carbonate form, calcium, another form, calcium sulfate form, or what kind of form. So certain forms only, it will absorb. Certain forms will not get absorbed. So you require to understand what kind of form of the mineral also is important, right? Let me explain you in a different way. There are fatty acids called short chain fatty acids and medium chain fatty acid, long chain fatty acids, right? So LCTs are called saturated fat and long chain fatty acids. They are available in saturated fats and all. But medium chain triglycerides, MCTs, or medium chain fatty acids are then coconut. When you eat coconut, MCTs are the medium chain triglycerides are there. Short chain fatty acids or short chain triglycerides are the SCTs are available in ghee. When you eat ghee, it gets immediately absorbed. But when you eat coconut, it takes time to get absorbed. When you eat non-veg, in long chain fatty, it takes more time to get absorbed. So see the difference. So that's why depending on the chemical structure also to get absorbed, right? So it's not just eating, it's how you absorb. That's what the main title of the video. Anti-nutrients. There are some components called anti-nutrients, meaning uh, God created such a way that some of the plants they have a mechanism to protect themselves from the animals. Animals they eat and their species will not propagate, right? So they want their species to go different places. So that's why they have the protection called they develop nutrients called anti-nutrients. So that means they don't get absorbed. That is why animals should not eat bulk. So anti-nutrients like phytates and lectins and glucosinolates, they actually try to see that you don't get absorbed. So that is the reason why you require to soak, sometimes sprouting and boiling and steaming the food before you eating. Before you eat, you have to boil them. Sometimes you have to sprout. You have to eat like a sprouting, germinating. Then only they get absorbed in our body. Sometimes you have to boil. Sometimes you have to soak in the water for a whole night. Best examples are almonds. Almonds, directly if you eat, they don't get absorbed. So that is the reason why you have to either roast it or you have to soak them in water for a whole night. Then early morning or next day, if you eat it, then this anti-nutrients effect will come down. Then this will be absorbed into the body. Now I hope you understand. So these kind of anti-nutrients are there: lectins, phytates, and glucosinolates, and oxalates and tannins. Right? So I already given you where this kind of glucosinates and goitrogens, cruciferous vegetables are there, like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage and kale. They prevent the absorption of iodine, right? Lectins and in legumes are there, beans and peanuts, soybeans. They interfere in the absorption of calcium, iron, phosphorus, and zinc. Oxalates are there in leafy vegetables, tea, beans, and nuts and beets. They bind calcium and prevent it from being absorbed. Phytates are there in whole grains and seeds and legumes and some nuts. They prevent in the absorption of iron, zinc, magnesium, calcium. Saponins are there in legumes, whole grains, which will interfere in normal nutrition absorption. Tannins in tea, coffee, legumes, they also sometimes interfere in iron absorption, right? So gluten, gluten. Many people come to know about gluten now of late because of their chapatis and wheat and tortillas and white bread and barley and rye. Some people they cannot absorb. They call it the celiac disease. So gut absorption. So that's why they say gluten sense to gluten free food they are available. So they are comes under food absorption problems. So that's the reason why these are impacting your dietary needs and the nutritional needs. So now next part is what kind of lifestyle, chemical form I said about whatever age. With the age, sometimes you don't get absorb some kind of foods, like. So I said, remember when you are smaller age, when you are like a child, you can able to drink milk. When you are aging, the same milk what you could able to absorb in the initial ages will not get absorbed. So, so sometimes you cannot drink that milk with the age, right? So that's the reason why sometimes these also will interfere. And prescription drugs also, they interfere. When doctor gives you medicine, sometimes antibiotic, they also interfere in absorption of the food. So it also, doctor says, don't eat all this when these medicines are given because they interfere in. So according to doctor, these foods are problem. So sometimes for us, if you don't eat these foods, then problem. So this kind of drug interactions will be. Alcohol, I said, it has a lot of interfering factor in many of the nutrients. Caffeine, already said about it. Stress also. Caffeine also interferes in absorption of the calcium, iron, magnesium, and B vitamin. The stress also, I said about when you are highly stressed, food will not get absorbed because of food assimilation will be problem. And I already given a lot of factors here. So already given. And the kind of form also, I said, remember iron. There are two kinds of iron, heme iron, non-heme iron. Non-heme iron is available non-veg source. So in non-veg source, because non-heme iron is there, it gets immediately absorbed. Okay. If it is there in heme iron stage, which is there in the plant protein, dals and beans and legumes, that form, it won't get absorbed so quickly. So it takes time for absorption. So that is the reason vegetarians, there will be, hemoglobin deficiency, or sometimes vegetarian, there will be iron deficiency will be there. Why? Because the protein will be problem. So the protein factor also become problem. So that's the reason these kind of things also equally important. I'm not telling you to eat non-veg. I'm telling you these are the forms where this kind of iron will be available, more easily absorbable. So next point is nutrition value, preserving. So when you eat, when you cut any fruit, the more you dry it, if you have a wrong preserving, the preserving technique, so that when it becomes dry, then actually the nutritional values goes down. So that is the reason you could take fresh fruits. We also suggest to take fresh these supplements. Even our supplement, Herbalife supplements, also nutrition supplements, we recommend to take from the company because they manufacture and immediately give you. Okay. Whereas the longer the manufacturing date, so lesser the nutrition. So don't buy from the option sites. Okay, we tell them. Why? Because they always store for longer days. So the efficacy will go down. So that is the reason we ask you to directly, why don't you order from the company? Because the manufacturing date is very closer. So preserving nutritional values is also important. So if you store it in a properly in the proper temperature in the refrigerator, then only that kind of nutritional values will be there. The more you dry it, the more you keep it open, then the nutritional values goes down. Secondly, certain foods you should not keep it together, like potatoes and onions you should not keep together, and oranges and bananas should not supposed to keep together. And in the refrigerator, you're not supposed to keep tomatoes and onion leaves, leeks, and you cannot keep mushrooms in a crisper, dry. You should not keep in a this kind of closed environment any kind of mushrooms. Why? They come out, some kind of gases come out. So you have to keep holes in that bag, right? So that's a reason why if you have a wrong storing methods, also nutritional values goes down. And actually, there is, as per the scientists, if you eat a fruit picked from the plant or the tree, within 6 hours from the time it's plucked, it will have 100% nutrition. More than 6 hours happening, naturally the nutrition values goes down. So most of the time, our farmers, they cut it in unripened condition, in raw condition, so that it can stay in the supermarket, it become ripe in the supermarket. But unfortunately, because of that, nutrition values goes down. They also put artificial ripeners like acetylene and certain kind of chemicals, so to make it ripen artificially, then also nutrition values goes down. And to store it, preserve it for longer days, some of the manufacturers, they try, some of the companies, they try to wax it in that to preserve the skin outside. Skin will be fresh, but inside it will be damaging, right? So that the more it is outside and the bundy and all, so the apples lose the nutrition values. So these are important things. You have to be mindful. So you have to be educated yourself. You have to be watchful. How much ever you watchful, even if you are ready, but sometimes because of practical reasons, because of lack of time, because of a busy schedule, you may not have it. So that actually end up in becoming closer to the hospital. Our goal is to make you not to go towards the hospitals, to make you come away from the hospitals. So that's the reason why don't you try for supplements. What is supplement? There is nothing wrong in the supplements. Like a curd rice. When you are eating curd rice, curd there is no salt. What you do sometimes, because salt is not eatable, so you add little salt. Supplying salt. So it's called supplements, means adding. Because it's not there. Food is supposed to have. If not there, then why don't you borrow from outside so that you don't end up in health challenges? Or as per the nutritional guidelines, there's a food pyramid. As per the food pyramid, these are the 6 to 7 colors of fresh foods and vegetables and leafy greens and this kind of milk items and eggs and chicken liver and all those kind of omega-3 fish oil, all that is supposed to be there. But your plate is not like that. What should we do? People mostly eat little roti, curry, sabji, idli, dosa, sambar, like that. So somehow they eat, shortcut the meal and come off. Okay, but many people they don't understand this balanced nutrition concept. So sometimes we are overfed but undernourished. We eat too much of sugar, salt, alcohol, fats, refined carbohydrates, but not enough proteins, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and fiber and water. If you are not eating 7 to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, then you might be having nutritional gaps in your diet. Remember, as per the nutritionist, one serving is not enough. 7 to 10 servings of fresh foods and veggies every day. So some people eat one banana, one fruit, one apple. That will not be sufficient. Different colors, because different colors have different nutrients. So added to that, our people, our farmers, without realizing, they only focus on the growing, how much I get them, my harvest. Improper growing methods. I'm not telling all the farmers, but some few farmers, without realizing, they keep on sowing and harvesting in the same soil without giving a gap. So improper growing methods, improper storing methods, improper cooking methods actually make you loss of the vitamins and minerals. So this is what Indian Dietetic Association, in association with Indian Nations of Nutrition, according to their study, in our meal, compared with the last 30 years, about 66 to 73% of B complex vitamins are deficient in our plate compared with last 30 years. Meaning those our ancestors, what they ate, our with compared with our plate, so much is the difference, so much is the loss of nutrition. And because of intensive farming land, many nutrients are depleted and very few are put back. If the nutrition is not in the soil, it will not be in the crops. And if in addition to toxicity concern, pesticides can reduce mineral absorption in the crops, right? So now, as per Indian Dietetic Association, in Association Nations of Nutrition, they said in their study, in our Indian soil, about 43% of zinc deficiency is there, 43%. So if it is not there in the soil, where it will come to the crop? When you eat that crop, naturally you also don't have the same mineral deficiencies there. So 1/3 of topsoil is loss of microbes and the quality due to intensive farming and intensive pesticide residues. And no wonder our vegetables are devoid of so much of quality nutrition. Comparing with 1953, our 2020s, you can see the iron content in the palak. A lot of leaching is there, a lot of loss of vitamins and minerals are there. And comparing with this, why one apple that time, now come 2020 apple, so you can see so much the difference. So Indian veggies and fruits remain highly toxic comparing with the European standards. You can see the TVs and everywhere, applying colors, and greedy traders are doing, petty traders trying to make some huge money, profits. They end up in poor quality checks and all this kind of problem. And the chicken also, they put injections, for looking fresh, and sometimes for milk also, adulteration of milk is coming. Sometimes non-veg also coming out like oils, and even coconut water seems they to get it faster. They try to add more pesticides, it seems. So they dump it in the soil. Naturally, the coconut will give you additional water, it seems. So faster ripening. So that's why many magazines and news media, they are coming out and saying this, reporting all this kind of health problems. So now fed up, meaning most of the cows are kept at one place. They kept on giving injections to make that, they give more of milk. And in the milk also, there is adulteration, widely reported by police and press and all that. So that's the reason why you try to get as much you can by natural sources. I'm not telling you don't eat, try natural sources. If you cannot, at least try to add some more supplements. So sometimes our people always go for junk food, ready-made food like KFCs and McDonald's and all that. But our ancestors ate 800 varieties of fresh fruits and vegetables from 800 varieties. Now people are not at all eating too much of processed foods we are eating. And many of the supermarket foods, they don't have proper nutrition. So they only have more sugar, more of trans fats. So really chips, most of the chips are unhealthy. So chips by itself is unhealthy. So the way they make it, so they try to make it like healthy, like apple chips and banana chips and all that. Refined foods often lack fiber and many nutrients. Even in flights, they have refined, noodles and biryani and all, right? Ready-made biryani. Where is that nutrition? Going down, depleted. And many of the packet foods, they all have lots of nutrition. Unfortunately, we give to children also. These kind of food, they also end up in nutritional losses. Refined flour, most of our bakery foods and sweets made up of roti, maida and refined flour, and our samosas and all these kind of our normal foods. They're actually mostly made up of refined flour and most of sugars and most of oil based and all. Even lot of sugar, high blood sugar, rice, they also end up in lot of fat. So high sugar is equal to cocaine. Like cocaine addiction, same sugar addiction. So the companies, they know how to make you hooked on to these addictive foods. So most of the outside foods are calorie intensive, whereas God given, most of the fruits and vegetables are natural, they are nutrition dense, whereas our most of the foods are calorie dense. Our goal is to see that mostly nutrition dense rather than calorie dense. So that is the reason why you have to measure and weigh before you pay the price, right? So now in the children, most of the schools, so-called international schools, the way they cook, the way feed their children. So they looks like tasty food, but most of the hostels, the food is not so nutritional. Nutritional wise, they are not nutrition dense. Mostly they are calorie dense. Our ancestors slim and lean because they eat, though they eat, they can digest and they do a lot of manual labor. But our people are, they put on weight. You can see this, ready-made way, washing machines and dishwashers and cell phones and mixes and gas stoves. And those years, yesteryears, the TVs used to be fat and people used to be lean, whereas now it is becoming ulta, reverse. So people are becoming fat, and these smartphones are becoming smart and leaner. TVs are becoming leaner. All the gadgets are becoming lean and slim. We are becoming fat. So those years, because normal hard work, they eat normal food. They used to digest. But now we are not eating so-called normal. We are eating normal food, so-called normal food, but we are not doing the same hard work. This is the main problem. So like when there is a festival is there, we even make even more. We try to copy the same culture. Indian cultures are so yes, you try to borrow the same culture, but don't do the same work what our ancestors did. And now I hope you understand it. Our lifestyle habits totally changed. So that is the reason why when you have this kind of sedentary lifestyle, meaning hardly you work, no sweat is coming. You sit and enjoy the games and cricket and TV, eating in front of TV on the sofas and in front of the computers and busy lifestyles. We are very busy, no time, all the time busy, busy, busy. So our memory power is declining, we are aging quicker, and we are going by ready-made foods. And you can see 24 drive to restaurant. They while driving also just keep taking and keep on moving. So we are so busy lifestyles, and we don't cook in the home. So we order from Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, and all that. They come to our home, then we eat. So no time to eat. So that's the reason nutritional medicine is a book. So you require to, I recommend strongly to read this book. What your doctor does not know about nutritional medicine may be killing you, by Dr. Reddy Strand. He's also a medical doctor. So in that book, he says, to get vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin C, these are the required. Like for example, to get vitamin C, it is mostly available in oranges and kiwis. You require to eat 17 medium kiwi fruits, 16 medium oranges, which is difficult, 160 medium apples. So you theoretically possible, but practically not possible. So that is the reason why supplements usually bridge the gap. So no wonder 1 in 2 Americans, 1 in 3 British people, they take supplements. So that's it. When you take supplements, better to be aware of natural supplement rather than going at synthetic vitamins. So synthetic supplements, which are mostly nature-based, brought from the plant sources. That's what we do. Nutrition density should be not calorie density. That's what our shakes are meant for. We are supported with Dr. David Hibbert. He's an excellent scientist, come nutritionist. You can see his degrees, and he's awarded best doctor in so many years, so many times. And I have a fortune to meet and get the training from Dr. David Hibbert and Dr. Luigi Grattan, Harvard doctors. And I'm also very fascinated by Dr. Susan Bowerman, registered dietitian. And I went through her studies and I met her. And we have fortunate to with Samantha Clayton, Dr. Vasilos Frankos. He's ex-head on dietary supplements in US FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And he's Dr. Richard Henry Carmona. He was the ex-Surgeon General of America. So I have a fortune to get trained from these kind of great people. So quality ingredient testing program, we do it on company, potency testing and contamination testing. It's called cellular nutrition at cellular level. Remember, cellular, when cells are healthy, our body is healthy. So we do cellular level testing at every place after cultivation and harvesting, raw material testing, blending, testing after transport and testing after packing, everywhere at cellular level science. So we do thorough testing, 380 tests for Formula One, for multivitamin, we do 470 tests, and we do 120 tests for herbal tea, like that. So for children also, we give supplements. We actually, many people, many parents, they don't realize these children, Dino Shake is available, chocolate, strawberry flavor. Because of ignorance of parents, they don't give. Sometimes parents also busy, they have job and all, they cannot understand. So they also, because of pressure, they give, make them to eat some kind of junk food. They say, okay, okay. So these kind of energy drinks also there with us are fresh. And we have herbal nutrition products like aloe vera and these kind of shakes. So high quality shakes in 200 calories. No wonder we got the award, best breakfast award. And the money is wise same, 200 rupees, 200, 250 rupees, same. Okay, same food, but different style. This is nutrition dense. Our food is nutrition dense. Our normal foods are high calorie and high sugar and all that. Balance is missing. I'm not telling you don't eat. I'm telling you try to balance out how much ever you can. Wherever not possible, try to get personalized programs with us. In the festival time, when you instead of eating, it's directly borrowing the same old culture, but you have to redefine, re-understand your requirement, personalized dietary requirements, lifestyle requirements. That's what I say. Herbalife is like a 5G food in 5G times. Many people gym in generation. Cell phone is 5G, but our food is 1G, one generation. Our ancestors, whatever they cook and eat, same food you are eating. Our food mostly unbalanced, whereas this is very balanced and all supplements, everything is there and from natural sources. And this is actually more high in protein than the non-veg, chicken and other things. Full of phytonutrients and antioxidants and micro, everything is there. And these multivitamins are, compared with our other medical shops, what is available pharmacy shops, comparing with this is very high quality supplements. And cell activator contain alpha lipoic acid, ALA, good for nutrition absorption, enhance vitality and energy. Remember, I was talking about cellular nutrition. Ocular defense for eyesight. We have this lutein and zeaxanthin based, and zinc and vitamin C and copper and vitamin E are there. And some people look aged their age, more aged compared with their age. So I'm 52 years. I'm not telling I'm great, but I'm telling my friends always compliment, sir. Raju, you are okay. You're perfectly, you're up to, you are, looking better than our kind of age group. So collagen-based supplements are there with skin booster. This is helpful for wrinkles and fine lines and dry skin. And skin booster will be helpful. And we also have fiber, outside fiber, to get this kind of 30 grams or 50 grams of fiber. Lot of sugar also will be added. Plus sugar also will come as part of the fiber. Plus number 2, calories also. Whereas this has less calories and very good high quality fiber. We have an active fiber complex and other things. And herbal aloe concentrate. Aloe vera has a lot of healthy benefits, but certain things we don't absorb it. So that's why these are very high quality, good food, readily made for us to absorb. So this like a, according to our modern day requirement, these are scientifically designed and kept it ready for us. So instead of depending on wrong food, you can at least depend on the right kind of food. So calcium, I said, remember, otherwise calcium will not get absorbed. With vitamin D and magnesium, this gets absorbed. And for same with calcium, with the joint support also, to help you to support the joints, cartilage, we require glucosamine. Along with glucosamine, there's scoterellea root extract and trace mineral like copper and manganese. They help you for joint support. And omega-3 also equally important. Omega-3, we should not take more of omega-6. So this Herbal Lifeline has this omega-3 capsules form. Otherwise, you require to depend on olive oil or rapeseed oil and omega-3 for avocados and salmon, mackerel and sardines and all. Sometimes when you eat fish, naturally mercury poisoning also they are coming up nowadays, talking a lot. So good fats also contain high calories and price. Price also equal. One avocado goes to Indian avocado 30, 40 rupees. Then whereas foreign avocado goes to 70 to 100 rupees. Flax seeds and all carry calories and also digestion issues and price also. Whereas this has a easy to absorb. Our goal is to absorb. When proper omega-3 fats are there, it also helps the brain and eye and hormone and nervous system inflammation. It has a lot of health benefits. So our body also supposed to be healthy, not supposed to have excess of visceral fat. Excess of visceral fat actually interferes in the food absorption, diet absorption, nutrition absorption. And for heart function, we require nitric oxide. L-arginine, precursor for nitric oxide. We have this nitric oxide. This is actually Nobel laureate, Dr. Louis Ignarro, Nobel Prize winner. He actually designed this product. So nitric oxide, when it is less in early mornings and midnight, so they end up in heart attacks early morning. That's why many people undergo these heart problems in the gyms or otherwise early morning because of nitric oxide gets depleted in the early morning and midnight. So when you drink, when you take it, supplement it, then these kind of health benefits are there. This got a Nobel Prize, right? Gut health up, then immunity up. I was discussing about gut health, remember, microbiome and all that. We have a probiotic supplements directly from the live bacteria. So this simply probiotic in terms of sachet form, excellent for improving your gut. So that actually improve for your immunity as well. So let me explain about myself and my story and then I'll close it. So I was leading simple, ordinary life. Though I did my MS in zoology, Master of Science in zoology, but still have a tummy. That's what I said. Many doctors they know science, but they're physically maybe obese or underweight. They also, it's a challenge for many people. I'm not telling all the doctors, but many people, they cannot do exercise and all that. So I couldn't do exercise because of my busy schedule. I was putting on weight at the age of 26 to 27. You can see assistant IG, assistant inspector general of judicial stamps. I also worked as a district registrar and the group one services in Khammam and Nalgonda and Vijayawada. They are busy office. Morning I go and come back by night and inspections and ridings and all that will be. And it's also semi-quasi judicial post. So that kind of job, lot of stress will be. So my diet also used to be get compromised. Whereas once I come here, I came for my wife. So my wife was so fat. So she was struggling to lose her weight. I taken twice to obesity clinics also. There is no use. After coming here, Herbalife, then she lost amazing weight. You can see that transformation. At the age of 21, 22, she was like, now she is 44 years. She is looking amazing. And I am 52 years. There, left side, you can see I was 26, 27. I was so much fat. Now I could transform myself. I look much, much better and looking healthy. This can happen to you if you believe this nutrition, power of the nutrition and healthy active lifestyle. My wife also does workouts and she now went up to 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers running. And our children also into fitness and nutrition. And we are totally transformed, new person with a new lifestyle. And we preach what we believe. So wherever we go, we show our plate because we know what to eat, how to eat. Then that's what we practice. And I do 42 kilometers running, full marathon. Then my children grown taller. You can see my wife became smaller. Then my children grown taller, and we all became slimmer with a world-class nutrition lifestyle. And that's whatever we know, we teach people, we educate the people. With Mary Kam, our brand ambassador, 10 years back I met her, and now we met her recently. She also improved a lot with the age, and we also graciously aging, right? You can see the transformation. And we are fortunate to have meeting with Virat Kohli because he's also our brand ambassador, and he's a passionate for nutrition and fitness. And Cristiano Ronaldo is also passionate for nutrition. They are our brand ambassadors. And weight gain, you can see the transformation. Underweight also part of the nutritional problem, absorption problem. So many people, they get great results with us, with the proper absorption of the food. So weight, children obesity, teenage obesity also becoming problem. Many people, they put on weight, and with us, we help them. These are some of our clients. Excellent results with us. See, even aged people also. So they still can lose weight and you can improve health. Madhukar, a heart patient, he underwent bypass surgery. When he came to us, we see the transformation. He's totally into fitness and health and all. Imran Sharif lost about 50 kilos plus, and like this, we have a lot of wonderful testimonies. And what we do is we create a healthy community. We try to coach the people through different kind of services. We rarely celebrate your success. So we take pictures, photos at every milestone. We track them. We try scan and taking measurements, and we talk while showing the results week-wise. You can see the pictures. And in blue T-shirt, it was me. You see, I can along with the customers. Green T-shirt, I was there. So this is what we do: create a healthy community, conduct fun games, workout challenges, including dance workouts and teaching healthy recipes and healthy food recipes making. We teach all that, and we do follow up and customer care. We personalize and do the counseling according to your lifestyle, and we give tasty shakes, and we recognize and celebrate your success lively and also on the walls. This is what we do, and you can see the pictures. This is what customers are so happy. We educate on healthy lifestyle habits, creating a healthy community. We also teach on wise shopping, how to, in spite of spending, why to buy unhealthy food, and how to read the labels, okay, how to understand the nutrition component, how to healthy dining out tips so that they don't bounce back when they go outside, how to eat, in party or anywhere. Health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. After losing, we understand. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. This is what, as per Jim Rohn, you should treat your body like a temple, not like a dustbin. So we are once with our spirit and soul, we have to take our emotions somewhere. We have to travel or take our body to somewhere to get our goals done, goals reach. Then we should require a healthy body. It's like a healthy support system. If this body is not cooperating, then you cannot reach your goals, right? So that's what we are telling. So in case you require personalized plan on you for you on diet and fitness and lifestyle, if there is no coach for you, otherwise, then you can contact us. And if you also want to become coach like us, also then you can contact us. We are there to help you. And these are our reaching thing through Instagram, Facebook, and website, and YouTube, and email, and phone numbers are given for us. And in case you already have a coach, please don't come to us. If you already coach, if you already have a coach, don't come to us. Please talk to your coach how to improve your conditions, lifestyle. If you don't have any coach, please do contact us. Our goal and everybody's goal is making the world healthier and happier. So if you are looking for this kind of healthier and happier world, if you like this video, part of that, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and forward these videos to many of your friends and family members. Maybe somebody or other, they get benefit out of this. If you already have a coach, please don't contact us, contact your coach. And if you require any help on personalizing your diet or lifestyle, contact us. If you also want to become a coach, please do contact us. But thank you so much for your patience and for your for your concentration. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let us see you. Bye bye.